Vendor customer relationship has gone and now it's become a partner customer. So we want to be partner with the customer and we want to partner with them in their journey.
That is actually helping us build a product which is kind of malleable, which is flexible, extensible, the way customer wants.
Correct. How do you manage their business in terms of how many customers they get it, how many customers they launch, managing the platform, ensuring the platform is 24/7 always running, and changes come in as and when the customers ask. They say that I want to launch a solution tomorrow. How do I make each and every single piece run seamlessly without any disruption?
Namaste and welcome to podcast series Fintech Pulse by Comviva. This is a series of podcasts which we are having with leaders within Comviva and outside, getting glimpse into the latest happenings of fintech world. This is a follow-up to a book which is getting released on research which we have conducted on embedded payments, and the book shows the traction and the adoption of embedded payments that's being propelled currently. I have with me Sadiq. Sadiq is Vice President and Head of our Delivery, Product Engineering. Sadiq, you have been a delivery guy for a long time, product engineering.
Yeah.
You have better insight into customers than many of us have. You've been dealing with them. But now that with the current challenges with embedded payments, the deliveries you have done, what are the challenges that come to your mind and how do you...
See, if you look at this embedded payments which has come into very widely in the market now, been talked about and also getting implemented across various geographies. The main challenges always comes as the compliances part of it, okay, where every geography has its own compliances, and of course the business is also different, with asks are different, right, and they also, the features that they want to give to their respective customers are also a bit different from different geographies. So these challenges are there. Plus, along with that, there are challenges in terms of technical things like customizations that they want, or they want to use a specific technology or something, and various other functionalities which they are looking at. Okay, some customers they want to see because they want to show them they are good in the market, they are the best in the market. Okay, they want to launch something very quickly, so they see that. The third thing is in the timeline. Okay, how is the go-to-market that is going to affect them in terms of launching a particular product, okay, or a solution that they want to give to the end customers. So these three key areas is what I see as currently posing as a big challenge.
Coming to regulatory part of it, and I acknowledge that as compared to many other products, regulatory challenges are wider. There are compliances, there are certifications which are required. But do you really think there's a way, I know your team is helping, but is that a major roadblock that you see, or is it a mind block?
In terms of compliances, yes, customers, what they say is they sometimes say that, okay, this is your product, this is your base product, but it might work for you, or you might have designed on a base, some thought, okay, maybe few period back or few months back, whatever it is. The trend is changing every now and then. Like every now and then you see new technologies, new businesses, new asks coming up, right? So when customers come and say that, when customers look at our product, okay, what we say, this is what I have, then they said, no, I need to tweak it to so and so way. This is how I want, because this is how I want to launch it in the market, because my customers want to see that we are the first, or we are the best ones to see or to launch a particular functionality. So these things come in day out for us as a challenge, and we also try to see how we work as a partner with our customer rather than just as a vendor. So that vendor customer relationship has gone and now it's become a partner customer. So we want to be a partner with the customer and we want to partner with them in their journey and see to that whatever they launch is good in the market, the best in the market for their customers.
So it's kind of a change from a tech-centric delivery
Exactly.
to customer-centric delivery.
Yes, of course. So at the end of the day, it is a customer experience, what they are also see and what I also see in terms of what my customer is going to launch to their respective markets.
But that's where we make your life difficult by creating a very standardized...
Of course. It is, of course, in the sense, see, we cannot cater to every individual or every country or every geography. There is some basic base product that you can always design, and which is always there. On top of that is what the customer asks. It could be basically the business asks that is coming from a particular customer, or it could be a geographical or a what is that regulatory kind of ask that might come. So this is where the challenges come in, and we have to cater to that, because at the end of the day, it's a customer experience we wanted to see, and see how they grow also.
Yeah, and that's the customer-centric view that you get, and that is actually helping us build a product which is kind of malleable, which is flexible, extensible, the way customer wants.
Correct.
And true, in embedded payments, though it's simple journey,
Yeah.
where your shopping experience is merged with your buying experience,
True.
each player wants to do it differently.
Correct.
And I think that's where your role comes in customizing as well as in terms of consultancy or help.
True. Yes. Of course. So what we do is when we get into this discussion of customization with our respective customers, what they do is they also ask our business folks, our business BA folks, to also get into those discussions. So this helps us to provide a kind of consultancy also. Like we say that, okay, this is what your ask is, okay, and this is what we can do for you. Something more than what your ask is. Do you like it? Okay. Do you feel that this is going to work for you? So this is really going to help our customers also see that, rather than working on what you ask is what we give. Instead of that, we also suggest something to you, what is best in the market, what other customers have seen, what we have other customers where you have developed or delivered. Okay. So that also adds a very good points for our customers to build their solutions and launch it in the market.
Just out of curiosity, going out of loop, between the embedded payment SaaS and on-premises, which you have been doing, what is more challenging for you as a personally?
The embedded payments, if you look at it, of course, on-prem is fine. The SaaS model is going to be very challenging because you are responsible for all the start to finish, right? So this gives a very challenging activity in terms of how do you manage their business, in terms of how many customers they get it, how many customers they launch, managing the platform, ensuring the platform is 24/7 always running, and changes come in as and when the customers ask. They said that I want to launch a solution tomorrow. Like for example, it could be a regulatory change which could come overnight, and that is very critical to be launched, and we have to do that. Okay, in the on-prem model, you have a different kind of activities where you do go build, then you test, and then a UAT and all those things. But when it comes to SaaS model, it should be very instantaneous for them to launch it in the market, and that is where the challenge is coming.
Yeah, speed to market, adaptability of the platform becomes the key, and that's where I find challenging. Building a product which is tuned, which can keep my product philosophy alive and your delivery life easy.
Correct.
But coming back to the delivery part, especially on the embedded payments, what we have discussed in other podcasts also, and is the merging that is happening from issuing, because earlier there was one issuing card, wallet, and then you had acquiring gateway. Now it's coming into one single pipe, one single product.
Correct.
So you have acquiring orchestration layer, which plays a very key role.
Yes.
And then you have wallet, which is a very different premise, but it's all integrated into one single box.
Yes.
What challenges you would, or what would be your advice to the merchants who want to look at this end to end? Because for them, it's, for some merchants, not the evolved one, it becomes a challenge, because it's entire spectrum of their sales cycle that gets covered.
Of course. See, the challenge is again, earlier all these things were segregated, or I can say distributed across various apps or solutions or something. Now everything is integrated in one solution, or to say one app, okay, to the latest technologies or latest terminologies. So here what happens is that the customers, I mean our customers, and to say they do not want their end customers to move out of the particular app. So to answer to your question in terms of how this has evolved and how challenging it is, from the technology perspective, as I said, everything is embedded in one particular app or a solution. So that is maintainable is one challenge that we see. Second thing is the platform itself is to be made available for all those chunks of business functionality that is available in one single app. Earlier it used to be distributed, right? So we used to have different apps for different activities or different functions or different businesses that you want to cater to. Now since everything is there in one app, it is becoming more and more challenging in terms of how do I make each and every single piece run seamlessly without any disruption, right? It could be because of technology that I have at the back end. It could be the screens, it could be the journey, okay? It could be the space that particular app or the space I mean to say in terms of the storage, right? How the app is going to consume. And also the challenge in terms of how the app is going to function on different devices, because everybody owns different devices. It could be an Apple or an Android or anything for the matter. And people also have devices which is of older build or something like that. So this is where the challenge comes. So we try to see that how these apps can function seamlessly in the latest device as well as the oldest available device. So these are the areas that I could see as the challenges which we try to cater to on a regular basis, and this is going to be more and more challenging going forward as we see more and more functionalities getting added.
And from your experience, what is your advice to the merchant who wants to adopt? Because see, there are evolved customers, they know exactly what they want, how to integrate, what SDK go where, how do I optimize and keep my app lightweight. But a newcomer, if he wants to adopt,
I would simply suggest simplification is one of the things that every merchant should follow, rather than loading with every damn thing coming up in the market. Okay, rather than doing that, just simplify things so that the journey is simple, not cluttering the 6 screens and the application with too many options, too many banners or whatever that they want to do. Instead of that, make it as simple as possible. In terms of user experience is also going to be very good in that way. The user journey can be easier for them to move from one screen to another screen or one function to another function and so on. So this cluttering is really going to help us. I mean, this simplification is going to really help us in terms of managing the application.
Yeah, and that's what we also have been advising, because we have plethora of boosters,
of course.
Which help you convert. But if you put everything, that you need to have a right booster at the right time.
True.
You know, when, and also, so that's a challenge which I think, and learning which market needs to have, and we are happy to support there. But from the traditional wallet, implementation, where we did a full wallet implementation right from scratch to the SaaS-based wallet implementation. From the delivery side, do you think earlier was easier or this is easier? Which is better for your team?
Yeah, for my team, it was earlier one was easier. You had the time to do something innovative and come with innovative ideas and so on. But here you have something already fixed. Okay, I have to manage this SaaS platform. I have to ensure these functionalities are delivered, and I don't have time. The go-to-market is very, very critical for them, right? So this way, I still see the older model is very easier for my delivery team to be specific, that they can easily manage than the SaaS model. But of course, I'm not saying that this is going to be bad in future. There are a lot of improvements coming in. And we see that a lot of technologies are going to really solve our problems, like automation is one area, right, which is going to really help in terms of doing what we're doing manually. If it automates, if it's automated, this is going to help in moving to a SaaS journey very simpler way and easier way, and at the end of the day, seamless for the customers.
Yeah, and that's where the partnership model you talked about comes to play.
Of course.
Where customers should feel that we are partners rather than service providers, so we are in it together. And maybe it should be named as a customer success.
We call it either customer success or customer experience rather than a delivery team or something like that.
That's the paradigm shift that has to happen.
It is going to happen because at the end of the day, it's a customer who is critical for everybody. For me, my customer, for them, their end customer, and so on. So customers are going to be the key, and they are the ones who are going to decide on the, who are going to drive the organization in the growth path in terms of whatever they want to achieve, year on year. So the end of the customer experience is the key for everything.
Yeah, well said. I think customer experience, delivery, time to speed, and of course compliance are the key enablers of this journey, and good to hear that we are there in providing that.
Yes, we are there. We are going towards it, and we are ensuring that whatever the past things that we were not able to automate, we are making it automated now, so that our efforts are going to reduce in terms of how we can make faster deliveries, okay, which will make our customers go to market, launch their market as fast as possible with a lesser timeline and of course with lesser efforts. So the journey is there. We have reached a particular level for now, and we are there to cover more, and then we should be able to achieve in the next couple of quarters. When I was talking about how we have evolved all this while in terms of automating things and moving to the latest technologies and latest processes and so on, we know this business very well, right? We have been handling large volumes of transactions, okay, bigger customers, different functionalities, different regions, different regulatory compliances.
One of the largest in the world, in fact.
Of course, yeah, one of the largest in the world. And we have seen how they have grown their transactions year on year or quarter on quarter. So we know this business well, and we know how to make them accustomed to the latest technologies, the latest asks that is coming in the market, and how we can make them sustain their growth and also go from where they are today. So this is very easy for us because we know the business very well.
Yeah, with that volumes that we process of around 300 billion
Of
otherwise,
course, yeah, correct.
I'm sure here also that legacy will help and that learning will help.
Of course, this is really going to help us because of the experience that we have all this while.
Thank you, Sadiq. Thank you for that insightful conversation. And thank you viewers for joining in. Please download our research report. It will help you refine your payment strategy, especially on embedded space. I also urge you to follow us and provide us with your feedback through any of our social media channels. Do remember to tag us #Fintech Pulse by Comviva. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rajesh. I would also urge all the viewers to go through it and know more about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.